Good morning everyone, welcome back to another vlog. So I am starting my 11th week. I think it's 11th week and 2 days today. But as you guys saw in my previous video, Toy and I announced that we are expecting. So if you guys haven't checked it out, we do have a little story time, like how it happened. Finally, the Thanksgiving week is over. It was pretty hectic for us. So like we took Ame to like my parents' house, a friend's house, or whatever, and I don't know what he picked up, but he's been having bad stomach issues. So he was having diarrhea past 2 days, so he's fasting right now. He's angry at me because I'm pretty sure he's hungry. Last night actually we had to wake up and Tony had to walk him because I think he really had to go, so he's fasting for a little bit. And then I actually made some rice porridge, so I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of his kibble and whatnot. I am watching some pregnancy vlogs. Literally, it's just so, I don't know, it's just something that I could relate the most right now, so it's really interesting. But besides that, I am watching this Korean drama called Under the Queen's Umbrella on Netflix. And if you guys haven't started, oh my gosh, it's so good. So much like twist and revenge and mystery and secrets. So I'm going to have it with my turtle chip. This is churros flavor. So I am in my 11th week. My symptoms, they are definitely fading out. Not completely gone. I could eat a more variety of food than before, but I do still have sensitive smell. Especially at night. I feel like I could sniff things more, smell things more. Like, I made kimchi stew last night for today's breakfast, and I had it on the stove, and it didn't smell like kimchi stew. It just smelled like something else, and it was stinking up the entire place, and I just couldn't sleep. So I had to ask Tone to put it in the refrigerator, and I was just like, it was just really difficult. I don't know what it was. So I'm definitely still sensitive to smell. So I try to like not smell things. Like when I open a refrigerator, I'm like purposely holding my breath a little bit. Just I don't want to. Another big symptom that's still not going away is my sour and metallic taste in my mouth. It's been pretty bad. I've had it ever since I found out I was pregnant. So other than that, I feel pretty good. I'm just glad that I could eat more Korean food now. You know, like when you look up symptoms, one of the symptoms of pregnancy is sore breast. I don't think sore is the right term. It hurts, like it hurts so much. It's beyond sore. It's painful. Like whenever, right now I don't have a good position to sleep in. Not that I have like my stomach isn't really like that visible, but like because my boobs are so sore, I can't really sleep on the sides because they kind of like crush each other. So it's pretty painful. So right now I'm sleeping on my back. Besides those three, my mouth, breast, and just smell, I'm pretty good. I am hoping that by the 14th week it's completely gone, because I've heard stories where in the second trimester is so beautiful. Everyone's telling me that you're gonna glow, but we'll see about that one because some people don't experience that. So before, like stuff like this, I didn't crave. Like I was repelled from it, but now I don't have that. So I'm very happy. It felt like hell past 3-4 weeks, but it went quicker than I thought. Well, I am about to make some Korean spicy braised chicken. So this chicken has been in my refrigerator or freezer for a pretty long time. So I think I'm gonna really boil it out and put other like spice in here. I'm going to add some bay leaves, some whole black peppers, some green onions. This is for later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to this for now. This actually turned out much better than I thought, meaning not I guess taste-wise, because as I was making it, I was just already getting so sick of it, and the chicken smell was just ugh. But the more and more I made it really very strong on pepper taste. It is very spicy, so I think that's why it's okay for me right now. I was actually looking more forward to potatoes than anything else, and some of these Chinese noodles. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 10 seconds undercooked, but it's so good. These potatoes. Good morning, everyone. Hi. So it's actually lunchtime right now. I am sipping on my one and only cup of coffee, or you know, this is caramel latte. It has 2 shots of espresso. I make 1 cup of coffee not every day. Actually, I haven't had coffee in the past 2 days. I just don't crave it, but today I did. So when I do make it, I sip on it all day because it's just so precious for me. You know, so I am like keep microwaving it to make it like super hot and feels new and, you know, fresh. So it's just my favorite thing of the day, just sipping on it all day. I don't know if any of you guys could agree, but it's my favorite thing. I got a little cup lid like this and just right next to me all day. So I had a lunch, a really early lunch with a few of my friends, a couple that wanted to congratulate me on my pregnancy. So, and she's actually due soon too. It was nice to have another pregnant woman at the table because our taste buds were, you know, right, you know, in the same corner. Some of you guys probably saw it on my Instagram, but she actually, the couple actually gifted me a few things, and when I opened it, I was just kind of like a little emotional because not only because I haven't bought any baby stuff yet, and seeing it for the first time, like holding it, it just made me feel, it made it more realistic and oh shit, it's happening kind of thing. So she gave us the crib sheet. What is it? Yeah, it's a sheet for the crib. And then this little cute, super soft onesie. So cute. When I saw this, I was kind of like about to tear up because I can't believe, I don't know, it just feels very weird that I'm gonna start needing these tiny clothes for, you know, our baby. So it was kind of emotional to see this. And then she gave me this little black and white book. I did not know that babies are colorblind when they're first born. I was like, why is this black and white? So it was a really thoughtful gift of her to give it to me. So I'm really grateful. I'm really excited. I'm still learning so much. In fact, I'm watching this show called My Golden Kids on Korean Netflix. It's about basically families having trouble with their babies, you know, like their behavior issue, and I'm learning a lot, like what stuff that how to deal with certain situations, the way I should think about certain age, the way they act. So it's really interesting. Not only it's interesting, but I'm just learning a lot. So this is going to be maybe my first dinner. I have this inari sushi. I have just some leftovers from the ones that I made for Tong's lunch today. Some peppers, and this is samjang. This is like the Korean barbecue dip, but I wanted it with the peppers, and some seaweed soup that I made this morning with some clams. Good evening. So as you guys saw earlier, I had a pretty light dinner, so I'm feeling a little hungry. And I think for me, when I'm hungry, I feel not like a little nauseous and just like very acidic, and I don't feel great. So I know I should be snacking on something healthier, but this is something that I actually crave the most out of my everything in my refrigerator. So I'm going to just cook it. I'm not gonna eat all of it. I think I'm gonna have a slice or two and leave the rest for Tong. But this one is a sweet potato cheese pizza. It is a Korean brand. I have my pizza maker right here. I think it's ready. Yes. Oh, honestly, this looks so good. I'm going to start I'm going to start editing this week's vlog. Gonna play some Harry Potter. Good night, everyone. Look at this cutie. Good night, baby. So cold. Oh, I think it's officially winter in Chicago. Well, hi everyone. Today is a brand new day. It's been very gloomy. The weather is dropping every day, so it's very cold. I am on my way to Target. I just want to walk around a little bit and just and it's kind of, yeah, I had to, I mean, obviously I do have some stuff to pick up, but who knows what else I'm gonna come out with. You know, it's Target. Oh man, it's cold. Yesterday, Tong and I actually went to Cheesecake Factory for, like, you know, just like, we like to go to a few restaurants for like a memory lane, like a bring back old memories. I don't know if it was the food that was so like really salty or whatnot, but man, Tong and I, like, I fell asleep in the car on the way back home, and Tong and I took a nap, and I just didn't feel good all day yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's like 90% because I'm pregnant too. But this morning I just felt a little, I think my biggest thing that hasn't changed after being pregnant is I just can't eat a lot in one sitting, and I think that's pretty common. I don't know if you guys had that as well, but I definitely eat frequently. In a way, I sort of have to, because I think I get nausea if I don't. So I tried like really stuffing in one sitting so I don't have to keep eating, but that didn't work out. I wasn't feeling good, so. I feel like my shopping category just expanded. Oh my god, look at these shoes, so cute. 되게 막 I don't know if anybody uses this pillow, but it's funny because as soon as I get home, I see a text from Tong saying that, hey, I think I need a new pillow. I'm like, what do you know? I just got one. So this is the new one. It feels okay. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel like too great at first, but we'll see how long it lasts all night. I had a very healthy breakfast, so I made some kalguksu, instant noodle. As I told you guys before, I don't really crave those, like a red soup ramen, but only thing that I actually crave is this. It's kalguksu. I think something more clear, which is weird because fall really works for me too, so. I also constantly brush my teeth because after I eat something, my mouth tastes just so bad. Ugh. Good morning. I'm making some lunch for Tong's lunch bag. Yum. Morning everyone. Hi. As I was editing some of my clips yesterday, I realized how low energy I was while I was filming, so I wanted to change that a little bit and try to be a little bit more, I don't know, excited. I am excited every day. But I didn't realize that, and I think one of my friends told me before that she feels like I have a little lower energy, which I don't think it's necessarily sad or I'm not in a good mood. It's just I'm very like low energy. So I'm about to just put on some makeup and head out. As you guys can see, Ame? We're heading to a dog park. It's cold, but it's still sunny, so I wanted to take advantage of this day because you don't know Chicago weather. It's crazy. So the dog park that I used to come in the burb, they changed it to like really strict membership, so you have to have like a scanning thing to get in, which is pretty lame. Because I feel like it's just, I mean, it's clean, but it's literally like a piece of land. I don't know. So I thought we would do something a little fun now that we're done eating. Well, I am. I don't know about you guys. So as of right now, I don't know the gender of the baby. And it's funny because when the first 5-6 weeks, I was so confident that it was a boy because all the symptoms that my friends had and I had who had a boy. But then there are days where I'm just so sure that it's gonna be a girl. I remember this one morning I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, I think it's gonna be a girl. And I told it to Tom. But after that, I'm just still not sure. It's like I wanna like compare my symptoms to any information provided online for a girl or boy, how to predict the gender. So top gender, 12 old wives' tale for predicting gender. First is sweet versus salty cravings. If you find yourself craving all sweet, that's a sign you're gonna have a girl. Craving for salty or even protein rich food means it might be a boy. And if you're craving anything, well, that just means you're pregnant. I think for me, it's more salty. Definitely salty. I do like sweets here and there. So I have ice cream in my fridge, and before I used to love sweets, you know, so I would kill that in like 2 days, but I haven't touched it in a few days. So let's put one down. If you're suffering from excessive nausea and morning sickness, it's that you could be having a girl. So I do have nausea, and I still have it here and there. When I was driving a little bit today, I did feel a little nauseous, but I don't wake up to nausea. So I don't think my nausea is excessive. It's gonna be so funny because when I do find out the gender, it's gonna be completely wrong. Okay, pregnancy glow or no? If your complexion is bright and your hair resembles that of Pantene commercial, you could be having a boy. And if the pregnancy glow is MIA, you're breaking out, it just means you got a girl growing. Okay, so I had one pimple when like super early in the pregnancy, but after that I haven't got any pimples. Like actually I maybe like one more here. Yeah, I could count how many pimples I had, maybe 2, like one here or there. And ever since then, I didn't break out or anything. But I do have very dry skin. So the thing is, I don't know if I have the glow. Like my hair, I don't know, my hair's always been thick. And it's not, my hair has been always dry. It takes a while. So I don't, should I skip this one? I don't think I have the glow, but I'm not breaking out either. Partner's weight gain. If your partner is gaining weight alongside you, also known as sympathy weight, that could be a sign that you're carrying a girl. Okay, Tong's, he's been losing weight, so let's put one down for no partner weight gain. So right now I have 3 on boy and 0 on girl. Moody versus mellow. If you're feeling more moody than mellow, you might be having a girl. If you're more chilled out, legend has it you should get ready for a boy. I do have like very few moments where I am a little like ticked off, but I feel like this isn't something for me to judge. I feel like, because I would say that I'm more mellow, like low energy, as I told you, and Tong and I don't really fight. I don't think we've ever, maybe we had an argument one time, and I specifically remember why we fought, but other than that, we're pretty like giggly, we're happy. So I would say mellow, but I don't know. I'm gonna ask Tong. Tong says I'm both. See, but he said I think you're chill. Oh. Okay, so mellow, one for mellow. Okay, cool. She's like, I think you're chill, but at times you have this mood. That's me every night. I have 9 on boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on girl. Okay, so there's a guess your baby's gender test on Pampers. I'm just gonna take it. Our guess is that you're having a boy. The myth says that I will be having a boy. But like I said, I mean, I do have name for a girl and a boy. So I really don't care which one it is. But, and because I really like both of the names. Before I was pregnant, or before so many people around me got pregnant, I was so sure, I really believed these old wives' tales. But I have a friend, she had the most difficult morning sickness. She wasn't able to eat well, she lost a lot of weight, and she had a boy. But at the same time, my friend who had a boy, her first child was a boy, and her cravings are really similar to mine right now. So we'll see. I don't know.